Hi, I'm Michelle Brain and I am the Midwife Hypnotist. Today we're just going to touch on inductions. Now, what you need to know about inductions is that they are offered way too often. And they often are just making up stories to make you choose that induction. So it's not evidence-based. So what you need to know is where to get the information from. Now, there's a few books that I have. Dr. Rachel Reed, Why Inductions Matter, is amazing, simple, easy to read, easy to understand, evidence-based, and the AIMS Guide to Induction of Labour. Okay, by far, they will give you everything that you need to know. But what you need to know is to ask questions. I guess that's the biggest thing. Your baby is too small. Well, okay, how too small is it? Why? What's the evidence say? Is it too big? Again, you're going over 42 weeks. You go to 42 weeks. Well, in a lot of countries, it's actually 43 weeks is the gestation to have a child. So depending on where you are you really at risk? So don't just get forced into an induction because the hospital policy is 42 weeks, which I think you go a long way to find a hospital that actually let you go to 42 weeks, that they will be insisting on inductions way before then. So the stretch and sweeps offered from 38 weeks, I think, where I work, most of the midwives are offering it. So it's still an induction. It's still something that is changing the way that you're going to go into labour. So think about it. Know the consequences. That's the most important thing, the consequences. And for your first baby, the consequences will often be that you will have a syntocin drip, which means your labour will come on fast and furious. You will then need pain relief, often a epidural. And then once you've got the epidural on board, having trouble pushing your baby out, not moving enough, baby getting stuck, a emergency C-section, or forceps, stitches, episiotomies, all those things, because you can't push your baby out because you've got an epidural on board and it's just not all coming together. So please be informed. Know the consequences. Know what the likelihood of what is going to happen if you are going to be induced. What are your choices for induction? What are your choices for the syntocin drip? Having that up. They have policies in every hospital and they'll turn it up every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, whichever the policy is for your hospital. And do you need to have it turned up? If your labour started, if it's already kicked in, then why do you need to turn it up? These are the questions that you can ask. But overall, please try not to have the induction if that's possible. So inductions, consequences, and evidence-based. Get your information, be informed, and then go back to your hospital and ask what the evidence is. Show me. Where does it say that? Where does it say those statistics? Because 9 times out of 10, they won't be able to show them to you because they don't exist or they don't know. They're just still doing hearsay. And I see that all the time. So induction of labour, it is your choice. It is up to you, but know the consequences. Check out my website, michellebrain.com. And don't forget Birthing in Trance, the course that I've compiled to help mums understand that they can trust their body, that they can do it, and that they can relax and just enjoy it. birthingintrance.com. Cheers.